Today we're going to be installing Ubuntu on VMware Workstation 14. We're going to download the latest version from their website, which is 20.10. You go here, it'll automatically start the download for you. If it doesn't, you can click here. You can choose to donate if you want to, but for the sake of this, we're not going to at the moment. You don't need to create an ISO file yourself, it's already there for you to download. I already have one downloaded, so I'm not going to save this one. So from here, I want to create a new virtual machine. I'm going to install it later so I can choose which one I want. I want to choose Linux as a guest operating system, and we're using Ubuntu 64-bit. I don't want to install it on my C drive. I'm going to put it on my G drive and this folder I made here. And the minimum it needs is 20 gigabytes, so I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to split this into multiple files. I'm sure you can do it as a single file, but for this we're going to do multiple. We're going to customize hardware here, and for memory I want to give it about, let's say, 4 gigabytes. Processors, I have plenty, so I'll give it 4. It can be different for the amount of cores you have. We want to change auto detect to the use ISO image file, which we downloaded here. We'll browse for that. I have it on my desktop. And everything else looks to be fine, so we will close it and finish. From here, if you want to change anything, you can go and edit virtual machine settings if you need to. And now we'll play virtual machine. If you're doing it for the first time, I'll ask if you want to install VMware tools for Linux. I'll go ahead and do that so I don't have to do it later. This part could take a while, so we're going to fast forward a bit. Now you'll see a splash screen to finish the installation. From here we can install it. You can try it, but we're going to install it here. Click on this, and here you'll choose your keyboard layout, I'm using English. We can do a minimal or normal installation. I'm going to do a normal installation, and we'll go ahead and download some updates while installing it. Now this warning, you shouldn't have to worry about it since this is a virtual machine. We're not installing it on our actual desktop, so we can go ahead and keep this the same and install now. A pop-up will ask you if you want to write changes to the disks. You don't have to worry about this since we are doing this on a virtual machine, and it won't mess with anything on your actual desktop. This is about where I'm at, so I'll leave it as is. Here we'll put in our name, our username, and our computer's name. As we put in our name, it will go ahead and fill things out, so you can just leave it as is if you want. After clicking continue, it'll start to download any software packages and updates that you chose earlier. Now that everything is finished installing, we'll go ahead and restart it now. This part could take a while, so we're going to fast forward a bit. Now that it's finished rebooting, we should be able to sign in. And now Ubuntu is installed on your VMware workstation.